So, today we're going to break down one of the fastest growing trends in shopping: buy now, pay later. You've probably seen it everywhere at checkout, but in this video, we're digging into the full story behind it. All right, let's just dive right in. Picture this. You find those perfect, must have $200 sneakers online. You get to the checkout and you've got a choice: pay the full $200 right now or break it into 4 easy payments of $50. For a lot of people, that second option feels way more manageable. And that right there, that choice, is the powerful appeal of BNPL. Okay, so what exactly is it? Buy now, pay later, or BNPL, is basically a type of short-term financing. It lets you get your stuff immediately, but you pay for it over time in a few smaller chunks. It's a really simple idea, right? But the way it's changing how we shop is absolutely massive. So here's how it works in the real world. The whole process is designed to be super seamless. You find what you want, you hit buy now, pay later at checkout, you make a small payment today, say $50 on that $200 purchase, and then you're set to pay the rest in a few more scheduled installments. It's fast, it's easy, and you get your new sneakers right away. That incredible ease of use really brings us to the heart of its success. I mean, why has this payment method absolutely exploded, especially with younger shoppers who might be a little wary of traditional credit cards? Let's get into the allure. It really boils down to 3 big things. First, you often don't even need a credit card to use it. Second, getting approved is usually way faster and easier than getting a traditional loan. And the biggest hook of all, if you pay on time, it's often completely interest-free, 0 interest. And look, this isn't some niche thing anymore. BNPL is everywhere. It's offered by retail giants like Amazon and Walmart, and you can even use it for your morning coffee at Starbucks. The industry is dominated by huge players you've probably heard of, like Affirm, Klarna, Afterpay, and yep, even PayPal has its own version. So far, it all sounds pretty perfect, doesn't it? Easy financing with no interest? I mean, what's not to love? It almost sounds a little too good to be true. And, that's usually when you've got to ask yourself, what's the catch? All right, so now we've got to flip the coin and look at the other side. Because under that smooth, convenient surface, there are definitely some risks that can turn this helpful little tool into what some people call a hidden debt trap. And this right here is the heart of the risk. The whole system is designed to be free, as long as you make your payments on time. But the second you miss a payment, that's when things can get messy. Late fees can kick in, interest might start piling up, and that free service suddenly becomes a pretty costly debt. And yeah, the dangers are bigger than just a few fees. Because each purchase feels so small and manageable, it's incredibly easy to start juggling multiple plans at once and suddenly find you've overspent. Plus, some of these companies are now reporting missed payments to credit bureaus, which can actually hurt your credit score. The key thing to remember here: it's still debt. It's just dressed up to look a little friendlier. And look, this isn't just some what-if scenario. The numbers are actually pretty clear on this. The amount of people falling behind on their BNPL payments is rising, and it's rising significantly. More and more Americans are defaulting, which is raising some serious concerns. It's gotten so big, in fact, that it's now on the radar of federal regulators. Agencies like the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau are watching the whole BNPI industry very closely, trying to figure out the real impact on consumers. Okay, so we've seen the good side: the convenience, the instant gratification. And we've looked at the very real risks of falling into debt. So where does that leave us? What's the final verdict here? Is buy now, pay later a helpful tool? Or is it a hidden trap? Well, the truth is, it's kind of both. For someone who's really disciplined with their money, it can be a fantastic budgeting tool, especially for bigger purchases. But for others, it can quickly spiral into that hidden debt we talked about, creating a ton of financial stress. So ultimately, buy now, pay later isn't inherently good or bad. It's just a product. What really matters, what separates it from being a smart tool versus a dangerous trap, all comes down to one thing: your own financial discipline. Hey, if this video helped you understand the whole picture of buy now, pay later, please do us a favor and hit that subscribe button. It seriously helps us out and motivates us to keep making more videos just like this one.